Hey everybody, and welcome back to Spooky Times with the Twilight Zone. Last time, Morgan Freeman was dealing cards to a select group of individuals. And there was somebody at that table that wasn't quite what they appeared to be until they were what they appeared to be, and then things got interesting. There's one thing's for sure, there was no beer in the fridge at the start of that episode. This time, we've got an episode called Dead Woman's Shoes. So, two things I'm expecting in this episode. A dead woman and a pair of shoes. Not just one shoe on its own. That doesn't count. I want a pair. We'll see what the deal is with these shoes and this woman, and what kind of Twilight Zone chicanery we can get into this time. I do like the little Rod Serling kind of image, ghostly image that they have in the intro. It's a nice little touch. Ooh, are those the shoes? There's also a dog. Is this the maid or the woman? Or both? Hello, did you kill your wife?
Thought that stuff already went to the thrift shop. It's very painful for me to have Susan's belongings around here.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten over her accident.
Accident? He killed her. With a tennis racket.
See these get to the thrift shop right away.
Because he was having an affair with the maid.
Make sure you get a receipt.
I don't think he was having an affair with the maid. Don't take the shoes. They're haunted. Helen Mirren. Jeffrey Tambor. Was that him?
Come on, lady. Out of my way.
It's okay.
Is she gonna get the? She's gonna get the shoes. That's why we're focused on her feet.
Make way.
I have to pause it straight away. 1, focusing on her shoes. Focusing on her walking. 2, wheelchair passes. That's good. 2, skateboard passes. That's great. Just all sorts of ways of mobilizing, and whether you have feet or wheels. Helen Mirren. Dame Helen Mirren, as we shall rightfully call her. I presume this is her. And I presume, hey, this sounds like the tale of a 60s episode might come to pass. She needs the help of the maid to get revenge on Jeffrey Tambor for killing her in a previous life. She's gonna get the shoes at the thrift store. That's great. That's great. It's the first time they've done something in this iteration that I've been kind of impressed by. Creative.
That's not I'm sorry I'm late, Arlene.
Hey.
There's some new boxes in the back room need to be unpacked. Wait on those two over there first, will you?
It's the 80s, everybody.
Could I help you with something?
They've done a great job making Helen look plain, because she's stunning. Put him on. Hey, this guy, he's a certain type of character. You can tell by his hair.
Can I help you with something?
I think I want to buy something.
Comb?
I think I'd like to buy you something.
That's okay.
Wait till she puts on the shoes, dude.
Pretty woman like you. You must need something.
Well, would you excuse me for a minute? I just have to go in the back.
Put him on. Do you think she'll have a personality change? She'll have her hair done, she'll change her clothes? You think it'll be like a that sort of thing? And she'll get more confidence about herself? And she'll put those teen punks in their place. God damn it, 80s teen punks. Cool hair and style, but god damn it. Cyndi Lauper wannabes. How do you feel?
I missed you out here.
Buzz off, creep.
Ooh, she told him where to go. She's got some confidence.
Where are you going?
She quits.
Daddy, what's wrong? You come back here.
She could have been walking to the other side of the store. You didn't know she was leaving. What is... Oh, is this the mansion place? Where she used to live? In her ghostly other life? Where the tennis happens? Yes, I'm looking for my husband. Just walk in like you own the place, Alan. Oh, the dog will recognize her.
Oh, Fritz, did you miss me?
Are you a friend of Mr. Montgomery?
Oh, that's very good, Inez. That's very good. I like the way you put that.
How'd you know my name?
Whoever you are, you can't just come in here and pretend you own this place.
Sure she
I'd
can.
have to get Mr. Montgomery's permission before I could allow you to stay.
Now, what's wrong, Inez? Has Carlito been running around on you again?
Oh, Carlito. Carlito's way. She knows about that.
I mean, you could take all that money you've been saving from those holiday bonuses Mr. Montgomery's been giving you and start over.
Scandals.
Okay.
Scandalous.
I'm gonna take a shower. I want to be nice and fresh for when Kyle gets home.
Yeah, before she kills him. Ooh. There's a This is the bathroom? She took off the shoes. She doesn't know who she is.
This is your purse, isn't it?
Where am I? What am I doing here?
What's wrong with you?
You know, I was at work and I was in the storeroom
And I put these shoes on.
and now I'm here.
How did you know about my account? Nobody knew about that except Mrs. Susan.
Could I just go back to the thrift store now?
Are you sick? Crazy? Talk about things you don't know. Act like you belong here somehow.
Even the dog likes
You
you.
don't belong here. Better get your clothes on and get out of here right now.
Yeah.
Or call the police.
Put your shoes on. They're Miss Montgomery's shoes. I'd recognize them anywhere.
Where did you get these?
Someone gave them to the thrift store.
Yeah, she did.
Put them on and get out.
Oh, instant transformation when she puts these on. Maybe she can figure it out when she sees what happens. Whoop.
Now, I thought I told you to burn this.
Oh, look at this. The music agrees. This house is as big as my entire neighborhood. Oh, nice reflection.
Thought I told you I didn't want to be disturbed.
Your
Yes,
wife
I know,
is
but there's this woman on the line. She wants to speak to you, and she says she can't wait.
What woman?
your dead
She
wife.
says she's your wife.
That's not funny, Lord.
I know, but that's what she said. I would have hung up on her, but she acted like she knew me, too.
Yeah, she knew all about my affairs and everything.
I think you better talk to her.
She knows everything. She knows everything.
You don't know how good it is to hear your voice again, Kyle.
Where's this?
Well, don't you recognize my voice?
You can't be alive. I killed you.
No.
Well, it's me, Susan.
Never go home, dude.
My wife is dead. She died in an accident a little over a month ago.
So you say.
Whoever you are, this is an extremely twisted and perverse little joke you're trying to pull, and I don't appreciate it not one bit.
Yeah, it's inappropriate.
Tell me something, Kyle. How can you make threats to somebody you've already killed?
Oh. Allegedly.
Are you coming home, darling?
I wouldn't. He's racing home to confront this lunatic. All he has to do is take her shoes and she's powerless. Powerless, I say.
You'd better get down, Fritz. You know Kyle doesn't like you sitting on the furniture.
Fritz. What a great name for a dog.
What do you want?
I'm the Wicked Witch of the East. Maybe you'd better drop a house on me next time. Perhaps it will be more permanent.
What do you want? Money?
Look.
Who are you? Tell me who you are!
Don't kill her.
Oh, now that's the Kyle that I know and love.
Oh, that was a slap.
That's the Kyle I know all too well.
Those shoes.
It's the shoes.
Where did you get them?
The shoes.
Don't be silly, darling. You bought them for me. I was wearing them the night that you pushed me off that balcony.
Hey, wait a second. Just by a slight pause, he's like, the shoes? Where'd you get the shoes? Isn't she also wearing his wife's dress? Isn't everything she's wearing right now his wife's? He's fixated on the shoes. Maybe because he saw them at the start of the episode. I'm saying that he shouldn't be fixated on them, but how's this going to end, do you think? Hey, what happens if he kicks her out, takes her shoes, and the maid puts them on? What? Does she get to enact revenge too? Now, does it work? I like what they're doing with this episode. It is very, very similar to... It's different, but it's similar to the 60s Twilight Zone. And it's one of the first times they've done a remake of an episode. I think, maybe? Am I forgetting something? We have watched 21 of them so far.
My wife fell from the balcony.
Fell from the balcony.
She was dancing on the concrete railings.
It was a wind. It was a gusty day.
She had too much to drink.
And I suppose the police bought that story, didn't they? I'm someone with a little more intimate knowledge of what happened that night.
Uh-oh. Were you in the bushes looking? How do you know, lady?
You're clever. Where were you that night?
I was a star attraction.
My wife is dead.
Did she kiss you like the way? Is this the same? He knows now, it's her.
What's wrong, Kyle?
No!
Don't go to the balcony, Kyle. Don't go anywhere near.
Over here,
we're gone.
darling. It's Judgment Day. The jury's turned in its verdict.
Oh, she's a bad shot, though.
Yes, the police. Hurry.
A crazy woman with a gun. That's 3 shots. Never stop. Never turn around. Oh, she can't take off the shoes. I was going to tell her to take off the shoes to run, but she can't. That's 4. 5.
Stupid shoes.
No! The cops are going to get you. The cops. Ditch the gun in the trash. The perp was seen fleeing in bare feet towards the way of that old thrift shop. The old haunted thrift shop.
And you'd never seen this woman before.
Maybe she knew Susan. I
Yeah.
I'll get this circulated right away. Maybe we'll get lucky.
My clients, all important people in this town, are very picky about whom they do business with.
Yeah, keep it quiet.
Your career is more important to you than your life?
Well, kind of.
Since my wife died, Lieutenant, my career is my life. I'd just prefer to forget the whole thing.
Now, you and your wife were happily married, Mr. Montgomery?
What has that got to do with anything?
I miss her a great deal.
She's gonna need a bigger bonus. This one.
You have no idea who she was.
No idea.
Just some crazy lady, you know?
I think I'll move out to the beach.
Yeah. Somewhere where your wife doesn't know where it is.
Won't be needing your services anymore.
He's letting her go.
I'll give you a month's severance pay, of course.
2 months.
I was going to give notice anyway.
Oh, classic Twilight Zone. You don't fire me, I was gonna quit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Move out to the beach, dude. She's coming back for you. Do you ever do that? You know, find random pieces of clothing on the street in trash and garbage cans and then excitedly put them on? Do you ever do that? Hey, there's a gun right there. Probably still in the grass. There's one more bullet left. Are you a better shot? The episode should end here, I think, rather than giving us a definitive conclusion. That's how I do it.
As we walk through life, if we learn nothing else,
are we going to hear a gunshot?
The only sure things are death and taxes.
There's the gunshot. But look, we all know how bad a shot she is. And it doesn't matter if that she's in a new body. She's still a terrible shot. There could have been 50 bullets in that gun. She wouldn't have hit him. I can't remember her hitting anything, actually. Maybe it's just full of blanks. Full of blanks. What an interesting episode. For 2 reasons. Second episode in a row we've had really famous people. Jeffrey and Helen. And I think I recognize the woman playing the maid as well. The first one. And 2, it's one of the first times that we've taken an episode from the 60s, changed up the gender a bit, and basically had used the same idea. It's the same idea. It's a different story, but it's the same idea of like last time I said, go away if you don't want to be spoiled on the old Twilight Zone episode, but it's too late. By watching this, you've sort of spoiled yourself on that other episode anyway. Anyway, it's a different story, but it's the same concept. When you put on the shoes of somebody who's dead, their spirit inhabits you and seeks to put right what went wrong in their lives. And the different circumstances in this episode to the one in the 60s, but the same feel, the same vibe, and the same taking off the shoes, putting them back on, and the change in the acting, change in the demeanor of the person. It was extremely similar in the style that it was made. And I really like the contrasting performances that Dame Helen Mirren gave, from the sort of the meek and very unconfident version that she originally was, to this super confident and sleek and elegant second version. And it was fun to see. It was really fun to see. The episode was the right length. Everybody played their parts very well. The dog knew what was up. Those people at the thrift store. That's the only thing I want to see. I want her to see her go back to the thrift store and give those damn teenagers what's for. Insult them over their looks or something. Their fad trends. I don't know. Or become a fashion icon for them to mimic. You know, that's the ultimate revenge. You don't have to be mean about it. You just have to change hearts and minds. But she had to walk back to that store in her bare feet. She didn't have any shoes. And she got a cab to get here. And she doesn't have her bag with her. It's going to be a long trek. And the cops are out looking for her. The cops. Although the cops didn't buy Jeffrey's story one bit. They were so suspicious. They've probably been suspicious about his wife's death since she died. Accidentally fell off the balcony. Only her husband was there to witness it. A likely story. Always suspect the spouse in those situations. We don't know much about their lives together before, but we get a glimpse of it. The way she acts to him, the way she talks about the slapping and the drinks and all of that. It paints a picture in your mind about what their life was like. And, he just doesn't want any of this getting out in case it affects his clients. I don't know, would it? A crazy person broke into my home and tried to shoot me, but I survived. That's an okay story. That's not a story that goes, I can't do business with this guy. Crazy people try to kill him. It's not the sort of thing I want to be involved with. Maybe it is. Maybe you don't want to keep that coming out. But it's not like it's something supersede your super bad, If the story was someone came to blackmail him because they think he murdered his wife, that's something you don't want to get out. You don't want that seed planted in people's heads. Yeah. But anyway, I like the episode. Dead Woman's Shoes. Next time, we have Wong's Lost and Found Emporium. Whoop! Guess what's going to be in this Lost and Found Emporium? A pair of shoes. What do you think happens when she eventually accidentally shoots him with one of the many bullets? She has to reload. go to the gun store, get some more bullets. Does her spirit move on? Or does she move on to the next thing? And I didn't quite like the way my accountant did my accounts. I'm going to go and give him a piece of my mind. And another thing, I'm not quite ready to move on yet. No, not. I have other things to deal with. Back in 5th grade, Janie made fun of my hair. I'm going to get her. Just a string of things, you know. We could have a whole show about the dead woman's shoes and all the things she has to put right. I think that's might be the plot of the TV show Revenge. I've never seen it, but I'm like, how can you make a maybe she has a long list of things on her list. She just has to keep getting revenge. When she gets revenge, she has to go to the next person, you know. And I asked you for a pen, and you said you didn't have one. But then later I saw that you had one and you just wouldn't give it to me. That's what this episode's about. Right, come back next time for Wong's Lost and Found Emporium, and we'll see what is lost and what is found.